What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you a cleanup series video. Without further, I got two of them for this, and it's weird because these bases that we're about to see actually took 3 hits to clear. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you the second attack and then the adjustments made on the third attack to clear it, and some really some nice attacks as well. So let's cut right into it and take a look at. Let's get this one out of the way because I swear to God, I mean he's ruined it for everybody. I am trying like heck not to play favorites, and it was already in the recap video, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a second here. So, all right, so we go to boss. Where's boss at? Sorry about that. Go to boss. All right, so boss trying to. This is the first attempt of a cleanup. He's going to do a queen walk up the top up here, get both royals and the CC. It is a Vaho. The rage is for his walk. And the DGB is actually way over here, if I'm not mistaken. So he's got to account for that because he is doing a hog attack. And of course the CC. So he's got his queen walk going on, poison down to mitigate the DPS of that mighty BK swing at attempted bitch slapper. Takes down the BK, she steps on up, then gets ready to aggro onto the queen, but not before she gets healthy. Moves on down. We'll go to ×2 because there it goes. Alright, so queen is out. Sprinkles in just a few hogs to take away some point defenses. Well, this one will be splash defense, basically for pathing purposes. And gets the lure, really smart. Hound comes out, he's ready for it. She's under 2 point defenses from 3 at this point, but the rage is still behind the queen, raged healers rather. So, man, look at these hogs doing work. Finally, the hound comes over. Now she's under 2 point defenses, uses the other rage for this, to take care of the hound while under fire of the expo. And here comes some hogs, just a few hogs to take away for pathing purposes. Wizards to follow. Queen is busted. Ability is gone at this point, though. And because she's under fire from the point defense, steps up under fire from 2, and that sweeper blows back the healers just enough for that the point defense catch up on her, and the queen eventually goes down. Meanwhile, the Valks opening up some walls, leaving some trash buildings behind. They reroute outwards, and then being very smartly patient, sticking to the plan. The DGB is mitigated down here on the bottom right. Valks move in, invest the heal on it. He's got a heal for his 8 hogs at this point because he used some to help clean up the pathing purposes. Wizards that he sent behind his Valkyries step up behind them and take out some defensive structures, again for pathing purposes. At this point, it's looking not too bad. There goes down the rest of the heal to really start to elongate his Valkyries because they are taking for the hogs on the way in as well. They find the other giant bomb here and just really run out of gusto. And the hogs on the top left find the 4th bomb with the Tesla pop and the Larrys as well. It just wasn't enough against a max Town Hall 9D. It was a Vaho that did AQ-Walk Vaho that didn't quite go according to plan and wasn't enough to clear it. So we'll back out of here, and then you guys will see what I'm talking about. If you guys already guessed it, I swear to God, he's in every freaking video. And I say that with love. Savage Ferdy saying, you know, the first 2 attempts were ground. He said, you know what, I see a different angle on this. To clean this thing up, I'm just going to exploit the pathing of this with the sweepers both pointing this way. He can work his Lalo behind it and just be fine as long as he gets these defensive structures right here. For loon pathing, he'll be fine. And then he doesn't even have to care about the CC. So Queen is on her own with an open walk. No doubt she'll take care of some of these defenses, which she does all by herself with the ability in hand. There it goes. She's going to take down the other ones for pathing purposes to get down that last point defense. Meanwhile, the loons are coming in, hasting them as needed. There they spread out here. Clutch Queen takes out that 1 defense that was much needed for the loon pathing. He still has a hound left in the bag with that with the lava pup and a loon working on that bow at the very top. Pay attention to that. We're going to come back in a second. Stu having hounds on covered defenses. Sprinkling in the loons, got 4 left, hasting them right past this bow set to ground, and then they're going to circle back to the right and get that bow. Just really nice cleanup on this. The gentle breeze from the sweeper. You know, sometimes if you see an angle that that others didn't, you know, depending on when you get on TeamSpeak or when you start to discuss attacks with your clan, sometimes, you know, these things are missed, and this was a really, you know, 2 eyes are better than 1. And sometimes it doesn't need to be built upon, as we saw with taking down a Town Hall 10. Sometimes you got to scrap the entire thought process and go to an entirely different strategy. So nice job, Savage Ferdy, cleaning that up. And good attempt by Boss, man. So we're back out of here, and we'll go to the next cleanup attack, which is Josh that started it. Number 32. He almost got the 3-star on this. Was really close. We're going to do a double jump Vaho. Going to start from the south and go clear across the base. Minions down here to start. Catches the attention of this archer tower, which is really critical because he can start his funnel this way with the investment cheaply of just 1 wizard. And then this wizard will step up, should at least, to that defense, which I like that. It might get picked off by this Tesla. Nope, look at that. That 1 wizard not only did the funnel, but got a defense as well. That's really good return on investment. Look at where he placed his jump, bridging these 2 compartments. Valks are going where they need to. Tripped over a giant bomb. Majority of them are heading towards the left and to the queen. He didn't waste any time, sends the hogs from the right. Has used the heal on the Valks and saves 1 for the hogs. As we see, in fact, piggies can fly. Smart heal. He's got Larry's chasing them, and they're starting to already thin out. With the poison down to try to stop them, but with that hound in the air, they're just going to irritate the crap out of the remaining force he has here. As we go up a little bit, that queen up top to basically help finish off the base is what the plan was. But it wasn't enough. He found, I think, every freaking spring on the map. Nice try, Josh. So seeing where all the springs were towards the left side, and then also the other DGB. And then the hound still left in the air, which would only distract the queen from cleaning up, wasn't enough to pull down this 3. We'll go to times 4 so you guys can see how close this became. Chasing that hound like it stole something. You know, really, really, really close. Almost got it, right? So we'll go out of here and we'll look at Tiny Pickle. Oop, that's Savage. We just looked at that one. 32. Tiny Pickle. Tiny Pickle does builds upon this. Same thing. Double jump. Let's see the adjustments that he makes. He enters from the same side. Just waiting for him to go here. I don't think he does anything up top. Nope, there's the minion. Again, golem catching the archer tower, so that wizard, I would have placed it just a little bit to the left. There, it's going to step up. It's going to get that archer tower. It's a really smart placement of the wizard. Jump almost in the same spot, but just eclipse this one, I believe, is what it does. We'll zoom in a little bit. Heal down sooner to keep the Valks healthy longer. Hogs a little bit faster. Out comes the hound. Jump down to make sure he gets the second DGB on the left. Rather than splitting them into this compartment, he only bridges the left side of the compartment, which I believe is the one minor alteration he does. Hogs from the same side, but really heavy. He is not thinning the herd at all. Piggies can't fly, finding just losing 3 to 1 spring. At this point, there was 6 that were gone to another spring, so he's already 3 hog heavier than before, and he's not as thin. Plus, the queen is deployed in a different area to get the point defenses on the left to keep the hogs all together on the right. So you're not scurrying around desperately trying to make a decision on the fly. Which portion of the herd am I going to heal with my 1 heal for them? And that's not to take away from Josh's attempt. It's just basically those are the small tweaks that were made that make all the difference. Queen is away from the hound, way on the far left side, almost keeping it almost funneling the main attacking force to keep them towards the right, so that they're easier to keep more of them healthy at once with one heal. And then the hound bust, but at this point it don't matter. So really nice adjustment, Tiny Pickle and Savage Ferdy on great attempts by Boss and Josh 1. And that'll call this one for the cleanup video. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you guys next time.